Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. Okay, today is Thursday in our household and I decided that I'm gonna do my deep cleaning for the week today. So we got up, I was talking to my daughter last night and she said, Mom, we were just talking about YouTube and she's like, you should do a how long can mom stay in bed challenge. I'm like, Lauren, interesting. And I'm like, well, how do you decide who wins? She's like, well, it just depends on how much mess the house gets into. So I had to laugh because she's like, Mom, you need to sleep in. And so I get tired. I definitely get tired just like any other mama out there. So I know today I did. I usually get up at about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. And so yesterday I got up really early. It seems like it was close to 5. And so I was tired. I had a long day. And then by nighttime, I was done. I went to sleep probably sleeping by 9:30. And so my husband's so good. He'll talk to me and I just like fall asleep. And I'm like, honey, your words just lull me to sleep. So he's a good man to fall asleep, let me fall asleep when I'm talking. And so I went to sleep. I slept all the way through. I didn't even get up. It has been rare occasions, very rare occasions that I do not get out of bed and my husband does. But I was so tired. I was like, didn't even tell him to push the coffee pot. Didn't even tell him. Usually I jump out of bed when I hear him go in the shower. I did not today. I stayed in bed sleeping. I slept until about 7:45, which to me is a really long time. But I was just tired and that's okay. You know when you need that sleep, you get that extra sleep. Like people always say in my comments, make sure you rest, Mom. Make sure you take care of yourself. I do. I definitely do. I'll stay busy. I'll work like crazy. Get my meals made. Some days I'm crazy because I got a lot going on. But I know that, you know what, I need some downtime or I need some rest time. So I make sure that I schedule that in my day. I know yesterday was a very busy day. Wednesdays are busy for us. So I sat outside with the kids and it's hot. It was like 90 degrees. I sat there, put my bathing suit on. I sat in the sunshine. I had the kids with a hose and I'm like, go ahead, spray Mommy. And I was like, oh my goodness, it was so cold, the ice, but I got to relax. So that was a good thing to do to break up my day because I had a busy morning and a busy evening with church. And so I definitely take the time. So today I was tired and I'm like, I'm gonna stay in bed. So what we did is we got up. I'm still trying to get the kids up a little bit early because we're trying to get into that school routine. Somewhat, we're not there yet because we're not officially on school, but we're doing some. So I'm getting them up earlier because we don't do the 7 o'clock thing with the kids. Usually about 8:30. I'm good with them getting up. So I'm working on the 9 o'clock thing just because we've been staying up late and get sleeping in a little bit later. So I'm just working on getting them up earlier. That's the hardest struggle, I think, getting kids out of bed. My most disliked task is getting kids out of bed in the morning. I do not like it. I have that. I don't like cutting hair, and I don't like teaching reading. Not my favorite 3 things in the world, but I do them. And so I'm working on getting them up so it's a whole lot easier in the morning. And so that's what we did. We got up, we got our chores going, a little slow on them, but we got them done. And then we just finished up our school, got it done. They're gonna go listen to their Jonathan Park after they have lunch for a little bit, and I'm gonna do some cleaning. So remember the Jonathan Park, I got the link in the description below. Awesome company, great company, smaller company. I absolutely love them. I love them because we've been using them for years and years and years, but it's a great resource, very affordable. For $10 a month, you get so much education. The kids love the audio adventures. They're like good quality things. And then you get a lot of, you want the extra downloads so you can do a whole lot in-depth study, get it, because that's like our favorite thing. So they're gonna go listen to that. I'm putting the link in the description below and they're giving you also 10% off. Remember, if you go to Large Family, 10 is the code. I got everything in the description to get it. So just a good resource. They're gonna do that right now. After they're finished eating for lunch, we pulled out grilled cheese sandwiches from the freezer. I cooked some of those up. I also had some Sloppy Joe leftover, so I did those on hot dog buns. And then I also had our dinner last night. We had the chicken in the pressure cooker, so some did chicken and rice with some Chinese sauce. So I had 3 choices for lunch. They told me what they wanted. I made it. They had it, so that was good. And then what I'm doing now is I'm gonna clean because I have a messy, messy kitchen. Normally I keep up on things, but I've been really busy this summer. I haven't even done a lot of my deep cleaning. I did a few months ago, like usually I have it planned for once a week. I haven't done that yet, so today I'm going to do it. And my kitchen needs it. Let me show you the mess. This is my Tupperware cupboard. Yes, everything is just shoved, thrown in there. If you look in this cupboard, everything is just kind of thrown in this cupboard. My microwave, yuck, look at that. Ew, ew, ew. That is like beyond hygiene good. Very dirty. So I'm gonna clean that out. Pantry, same thing, like just thrown stuff. I get lazy, not even lazy, I get busy like everybody else and everything's just kind of thrown. So today is a deep clean of my kitchen. I've got my paper, I pulled it out and I'll show you this. This is so I know what to do, and if anybody wants to help, nobody has to help me, but I'll just do it myself, and I can go through it. This week I have whose bedding I wash, and then what I go through everything I need to clean out in my kitchen. So I'll go through and just keep marking them off as I do them, and then if a kid comes up and they're not doing anything, they can help too, but if not, they're doing plenty of good work downstairs. So I'm gonna get going on cleaning. This shouldn't take time at all. I'm gonna kind of time it and tell you how long it takes me to deep clean my kitchen and dining room, starting now. Did that, wiped out the benches, dust off the corner, noise the windows, clean out the key container, the wash rugs I did the other day when I carpet cleaned bar stools, and then I did the wall hangings, the moldings. Now I did the light fixture as well. Trash can, and now I'm moving on to my kitchen. It took me about 20 minutes to do my dining room. So I'm looking at my clock, it was actually 5 extra minutes, but I ran and did some laundry as well, flipped it and put some new stuff in. So 20 minutes to deep clean my dining room. That's finished, so now all I have to do is sweep the floor and then hand wash all the floor. So now moving on to the kitchen. So I have got this whole side clean. So I always say work in a pattern. Clockwise pattern to me is the easiest to do. So I did this cupboard. You saw that I took and rearranged the shelves. I didn't have that, I took that top shelf off when we moved here because I thought it was really tall. Now I realized I could use it. So I took that out, put all the tuna fish. We have a lot of tuna fish from all those lunch things we got, all the rest of this stuff. And then up here, the only thing I keep up here, I took out the cookbooks because I never use them. They are old. I'll probably put them in my bedroom somewhere. All the jars we use, those are those Sternolite things we use for if we had to have power. I put a little container there. It's got our lighter and birthday candles. Only thing I keep up there just because I know where it's at. And then you saw this one. I rearranged this. I threw out some tea that I had in the back container here. Actually threw it away. It was back there. It's black. I haven't used it for over 2 years. Throw it away. No sense keeping anything if you don't use it. So I kind of, some of the spices like chili powder, never use chili powder. So I threw it away. So clean that out. This cupboard is kind of like the whatever cupboard. So usually when we open snacks, we don't usually have much left over, but if we do, we put it in here. So I kind of rearrange it that way. I moved the top shelf down because that was all the way to the ceiling. Up on the very top is my supplies for my applesauce machine. I have pieces for my mixer, and then I also put some things up there from my pressure cooker that I just got. So that's kind of like the shelf we never use. That container back there has got cookie cutters and Play-Doh pieces for the kids whenever they do it. So that's that cupboard. This is my kombucha cupboard. One of my kombuchas, the rubber band actually popped off, and so the thing was off. So I just threw that one away. We haven't made this in a little while. No big deal. We will. It can keep growing. That's the greatest thing about kombucha. You can keep letting it grow, and it'll just keep making more and more SCOBY. So I threw one away. I've still got the one. Move that shelf down, and then I keep my Vernors for if anybody gets sick. That's the tea we use for kombucha, and that's my strainer. And I cleaned off my counter here real good. So now it's nice and empty. Clean the coffee pot, and on the bottom, this cupboard, we don't usually go to as much. It's extra stuff. I would normally never have any of this extra stuff, but now that we have a house that is our home forever, I am collecting dishes and things. And so these are like Christmas containers. I have some nice dishes I got from a friend. We've got dividers for like veggie trays. My mixer that I don't usually pull out, but I would love to. Extra water bottles. This is my pressure cooker in here now. We keep our juice in here. These are special trays, cookie sheets, things that I don't usually use for anything other than once or twice a year. So that's like my cupboard I never usually go into. Pantry is done, so I kind of cleaned up the shelves a little bit here. Went through my beans, organized up here, go a little slower. Up here a little better. Went through all my cakes here and all my mixes. This is my baking. I realized I had two of these open. So those are set out so I know what to get. My pastas, canned. I put my bags over here instead of in the boxes. So this is all nice and neat. I'm probably going to throw these away. I've been holding on to these. I have no idea where the lids went. No idea where the lids went. They just like disappeared. I'm like, just bought them for the girls. So this is done, and I'm going to keep moving. And I have to vacuum the floor. When I bring the vacuum out, I'll vacuum the floor in there. I'm going to keep moving. I'm going counterclockwise, so I'm going to go now this way and start working. Okay, I finished up all of my deep cleaning. That took me about a good hour to do it. I'm taking off a few minutes because I had to switch my camera and I had to do laundry and that. Good hour to do the kitchen and the dining room, and now I'm finished. That was a good deep clean. You saw that I moved a lot of shelves down. I threw out some stuff that I just have not used and just pitch it. Some of the food that was like, okay, I've had this for a while, I'm not gonna use it. Reorganized my drawers, reorganized my cabinets, wiped everything down. I even pulled out the refrigerator. I didn't show that. I slid the refrigerator out and I vacuumed behind there and vacuumed the little back part where all the dust gets accumulated. So now this is a good deep clean. Did this today in the afternoon. Just work through, now I'm finished. I put my little school books on the counter, kind of signifies like that's the school year. Usually I keep them up in the cupboard, but I put them on the counter like that. So that will be our basket over there with all of our school books. So now my kitchen is all clean. That's just my water bottle over there. Nothing on the counters. Completely empty. It's good. And everything's cleaned inside, which is really nice. Same thing in my dining room here. Everything's all cleaned up, kind of hard to see with the bad lighting because I shut the lid up. Okay, so now I'm done with my deep cleaning. So now kids have been doing their thing, having some good times playing and finishing up their school and listening to Jonathan Park. And now we're gonna go outside for some water fun since it is pretty hot out. I'm even hot in the house here. I'm gonna go get my bathing suit on. And we're gonna go outside and go sit in the sunshine for a little bit and soak up some rays before the end of this summer weather is gone. Here's Autumn. Autumn's enjoying here. Barbie's enjoying some fun times in there. The boys got out their cool Ken car they painted. Yes.
I can't get my Ken out.
They do really good. And here's their buckets, and they are sitting in the water. And what we did to the hose,
We got the root and
we took it and duct taped the hose to the dustpan so they can enjoy some water. So this is fun. They're enjoying. Oh, we're throwing Ken in the pool. Fun time. Look at him. Oh! That's so cool. So that's what we're doing this afternoon. So it's good. Usually stays. The sun is out and it's right here on the front of the house and it's so hot right now. So this is a good thing to come do just for an hour, just to get some fun outside time, and then we'll hit our park later for some walking. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.